Good morning. Time for video number 10 out of planned 40 total videos. Today something very special is going to happen. From video 1 we have very systematically built up strength in the lower regions of the body. So if you look at the yoga anatomy, which is not about physical anatomy but subtle anatomy, about energy, you are laying the foundation for energy to rise up. It's called the Kundalini effect. Okay? Kundalini effect can only take place if there is a large amount of energy. To build that energy, you need to revitalize, and you do that by building strength in the first place. But you do that in a very special way, as you have noticed so far, by standing still, undergoing the intensity without movement. That energy now, once it is vitalized, revitalized, it wants to rise up. And the systematic approach in yoga is as follows. You start with the lower regions and you end up with the highest region. And the reason for that is consciousness. Lower consciousness, where emotions and desires and fear is located, ego also especially, is all below the diaphragm. Higher consciousness is above the diaphragm, the heart, which is compassion, empathy, unconditional love. And in the highest chakra, the crown chakra, you have intuition, wisdom, vision, insight. All the wonderful human characteristics are located in the higher chakras, especially the crown chakra. If there is no energy in those chakras, those wonderful qualities do not manifest. Hence, many people lacking those characteristics. The yoga approach is if done very systematic, which it's actually designed to be. In most studios that is missing, that systematic approach, because most teachers don't know about this. But if done correctly, in a very systematic way, you bring up that energy up more and more. And this is what we are going to do in session number 10, this video. We go now one step further. After having strengthened, revitalized our lower regions, the legs and the hips, we're going to do some exercises that have a very specific purpose and meaning. It's exercises that involve the third chakra from the bottom. Manipura chakra, it's the fire center. The fire center is the location of ego and ambition. It is the cause, the underlying cause. The lack of control of Manipura chakra is the underlying cause for all the conflicts in our lives. The exercises that we are going to do are specifically targeting. I mean, we have some existing exercises, but we have 3 new exercises that specifically target Manipura chakra. These exercises are so intense that the usual approach is that we hold our breath and we grind our teeth. Even people saying, no pain, no gain. That, of course, is violence in yoga. That lesson number 1 in yoga is the practice of non-violence, ahimsa. So that is not correct. Grinding teeth and holding the breath and no pain, no gain. No, you destroy everything that you're trying to achieve if you approach it like that. This is about attitude. Choosing the right attitude. You go into the pose, you immediately, within 2 seconds, taking on the pose, you feel the strain, the discomfort. And instinctively wanting to grind the teeth and holding the breath, you take control consciously and you say, no, I feel it, but I decide to stay calm and controlled. I decide to stay in control. Calm and controlled. Try to imagine if you nurture this quality to choose an attitude of calm and control in the most challenging of circumstances. You nurture that quality while doing your asanas in a neutral environment. This quality will integrate into your daily life, and you will notice that next time around, when you are confronted with a challenging situation, a nasty person, a conflict, you automatically go into a mode of calm and control. This is just unimaginable value and a natural side effect of your yoga practice if you do it correctly. So let's get to it. Let's just close our eyes for a moment. Try to soak up the explanation I've just given you. Close your eyes for a moment. 1 minute. Okay, let's get to work. Please stand up. Before we get to the fire pose exercise, the fire exercises, we start with the pose that we're familiar with, Tadasana, followed by Prasarita Padottanasana. Stand erect. Prasarita Padottanasana, forward bend with the feet spread. Spread the feet. Approximately 90-degree angle in the groin. Straighten the legs. Inhale deep. Exhale, maintain a hollow back, bend forward. Pivoting on the hip joints. we slowly come back and relax for a moment. Then it's time for the fireworks. Please lie down on the back. Not to relax. We will start with the first fire pose. Remember, this is about control of attitude. Do not stop breathing. Do not hold your breath. Do not grind your teeth. On the contrary, determine for yourself that you stay calm and controlled. You're the boss. You're in control. You choose the attitude you want to be in. Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. Pada means foot. Urdhva means upwards. Prasarita means stretched up. So the feet stretched up facing upwards. It's one of the few poses in which you move, but you move in a very controlled way. You stretch up your arms above your head. You tilt the pelvis so that the back is flat against the floor. This is important because you're going to raise your legs and it's possibly hurting your back if you do it passively and you end up with a hollow back. Stretch up the arms, tilt the pelvis, flatten the back, then raise the legs to an angle of 30 degrees off the ground. Don't hold the breath. Stay calm and controlled. Then you go up to 60 degrees. Slowly and controlled. Keep breathing. Stay calm and controlled. And then we raise the legs to an angle of 90 degrees. The legs vertical, the foot soles facing the ceiling. Don't flex, don't point the toes, flex the feet instead. Push the heels up to the ceiling. Then we go back to 60 degrees. Then the most challenging part, back to 30 degrees. Don't give up. Hang in there a little bit. And then slowly and controlled, without a bang, you lower your feet to the ground and you relax for a moment. Let's repeat that. It's the first time. It's good to repeat. Stretch out the arms, flatten the back, raise the legs to an angle of 30 degrees. Stay calm and controlled. "60 degrees. "90 degrees. We go back to 60. "30 degrees. Keep smiling. And slowly and controlled, lower the legs, relax, take a deep breath. The second fire pose is Paripurna Navasana. Nava means boat. like the Italian nave. European languages are Indo-European languages, and you see many resemblances in the words with Sanskrit. Paripurna means whole, complete. This is the whole boat pose. There is also half boat, which is the next. Let's first focus on Paripurna Nava. Sit straight. So do not start like this, because while you are in the pose, you want to remain straight. So we start straight. Tilt the pelvis straight. Then the arms horizontal. And we balance on the sitting bones. And try to keep the back as straight as possible. Don't hold the breath. Keep smiling. Smiling shows that you are in control and calm. Slowly come back. You stay too long, you aggravate Manipura Chakra too much. Your peace of mind is gone. That's not what we want. Instead of staying a very long time, you repeat. Play with the pose. You want to appease Manipura Chakra instead of petrifying it. So start with the straight back, horizontal arms, and balance on your sitting bones. Breathe and stay calm and controlled. And slowly come back. Take a little rest in the tailor pose. Artha Navasana. Artha means half. It's a half boat. It's very similar to the whole boat. You start sitting straight, but instead of the arms horizontal, you put the hands behind the back, and that changes the dynamic of the pose a bit, and the balance also. Try to avoid bending the back like this. Okay? So start like this with the straight back and try to maintain that straight back while you balance on the sitting bones. Don't hold the breath, don't grind the teeth, stay calm and controlled. Okay? You go into the pose controlled, and very importantly, come out of the pose controlled. You don't want to come back like this, because that shows that you lose control. You're also doing things slowly and controlled forces you to connect body and mind. In a practical sense, that is how you connect body and mind. So stay on top of things, stay focused, and do things in a very particular way, slowly and controlled. Fully aware of every detail. Okay, we didn't stay long, let's do it again. Half boat, Artha Nava. Keep the upper body straight, do not give in to bending the back. Keep breathing, deep and calm. And slowly come back. You can lie down now. Relax a little bit before we move on to the next pose. Good. You feel that? Amazing, huh? Salambasarvangasana, followed by Halasana, shoulder stand, plow pose, and finishing with Savasana. Try to go up into the shoulder stand, slowly and controlled. Support the back, wriggle the shoulders until you have a feeling that you're standing on the shoulders, not on the neck or the upper back. Remember, if you do it correctly, you can put a hand, fingers under the neck. Flex the feet, push the heels up to the ceiling, consolidate. Do not rest in the pose, do not lean on the hands. Actively stretch up towards the ceiling. Okay. Halasana, plow pose. Clasp the fingers, push the hands down. And do not passively stand in the pose with a bent back, but instead push the buttocks up to the ceiling. Then we slowly come back. And we always come back through the shoulder stand, so we erect. And we come down the same way we started, as slowly and controlled as possible. Two purposes for that approach. One is to build strength and technique, skill. The other is consciousness, building connection with the physical body. You move slowly and controlled. That is only possible if you focus on what you are doing. Savasana, relax. Close the eyes, relax the whole body. Okay, clasp the fingers, stretch yourself out. And slowly come back. Okay. If you look at the logic, we've done standing pose, stimulating the lower chakras. The middle chakra, a crucial center point, Manipura chakra, with the three fire poses. And then you did shoulder stand and a variation, Savasana, the plow pose, which is stimulating the upper chakras. Very systematic. You stimulate the energy to rise up, and you can feel that it changes your condition physically and mentally, especially mentally. 5-minute observation. You maintain the calm, the peace of mind that you build in the poses. And here you can see the importance of not aggravating, petrifying yourself too much when you do the boat poses and the leg raise. If you grind your teeth and you hold your breath and you push yourself too far in the poses, you sit down on your cushion and your mind is all over the place, scattered. Your energy is not harmonious and meditation is simply impossible. That is why we need the control. Okay, close the eyes, sit straight, breathe deep and calm, 5 minutes. Open the eyes again. Isn't it wonderful? It's so simple. If only done correct, it has such an amazing impact. Good start of the day, definitely. Thank you for watching, and looking forward to see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.